What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So this one is the Friday series, and what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to be going through a 5-page website that's currently generating around $200 to $300 a month. It's not a site that I worked on or thought that was going to do this, but it's quite interesting because I put so much focus on tweaking the review that's generating this traffic and these sales, and I want you to get a real insight to exactly what it takes to rank and make money from a ClickBank review. So it is a ClickBank product that I'm reviewing, and I am going to share the site with you. I'm going to give you insight to exactly what the site domain name is. You can go over and check it out. All I ask is that please, if any of you are watching this and you are new to my channel, then please don't copy the site, okay? So it's just there for educational purposes, so you can see the actual structure of how I went and ranked for this site, okay? And there's some of the key areas that I really want you to understand that I go through inside of this video, how I break down the actual marketing strategy and the sales techniques throughout the piece of content that I'm going to share with you. Now, one of the other things as well is that I already pre-recorded this video a couple of weeks ago, and because of other things in my life I wasn't able to push it out due to my day-to-day job and whatever else. So what I've done is I've now obviously done this second part of the video and recorded this today, and then I'm going to insert that clip into this video so you can watch it as it's just like a kind of screen recording, and then I'll come back in after you've watched that clip and we'll go through a few of those points so I can really hit home and help you to understand exactly what kind of avenue you need to be going down if you're trying to rank and make money with the ClickBank product and SEO traffic. Alright, so let's get straight into the video. I'm gonna show you the clip of exactly what I pre-recorded, and don't forget, one of the most important things that I want you to take away from this video is smashing that subscribe button and leaving a like on this video if you're looking forward to what's coming up next. Alright, let's get into it. So today what we're going to be talking about is a video that is a website that I've recently built not too long ago, only about 5 months ago, 6 months ago, something like that, and it's bringing in quite a bit of money for how many pages it has. Now, the shocking part about this site is it only has 6 pages. One of the other things about this site is it's in a niche where most people wouldn't venture into. Now, that doesn't mean that it's a good niche to get into. What it does mean is that you can find sub-niches, or you can niche down in areas and still make a decent amount of money. Alright, so what I wanted to do first of all is just show you the site, because that's the most important thing. We can all talk about sites and whatever else, and as of now I've done a lot of reviews on my site, that the other one that I built, but I've never shared it with you. Some of you know what that site is, others don't. Yeah, okay, so for the majority of people who are new to this channel, and make sure you subscribe if you are new as well, and leave a like on this video if you're liking this already. But anyway, yeah, for those of you who are new to the channel and you want to see something, tangible, actual site that you can go and check out, well, I'm going to show you the site. So let's have a look at it. Alright, so I've got my laptop here, and what I'm going to show you is just exactly this site. Now, I haven't even finished it, to be fair with you. You would know, as it only has 6 pages. Well unfinished site. It's currently got a picture of me and my baby here, and it's a site called babygodaddy.com. Now, what was interesting is when I purchased this site, I had to go through an additional vetting from namecheap.com, because they believed that I might be trying to do some kind of copyright flaw, with GoDaddy.com. Okay, so they said, you have to promise that you're not going to build a similar site to them, and blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. I thought it was a pretty cool name, so that's why I wanted to get this site. Alright, so you can see, obviously, I've got a few different articles on the site. Well, you can only see one here, and then I've got these boxes, so on and so forth. So these are the categories, like dad stuff, sleep time, product reviews, so on and so forth. And it doesn't look like anything special. It really doesn't. It's a very basic site. So if we go to blog area, you can see here that I've just got these 6 articles. Okay, now one thing what's interesting about this site, and what I'm going to do is a complete overhaul of this site today, so you can take away some tips and maybe apply it to your own business, is that it's well written articles. Now, where the main traffic is coming in from is from one article, and that's the article that's making money.
And what's interesting about it is I had all these affiliate links, and then as I removed more and more, it started to make more money. So if I look at the analytics for this site, you can see over the last month, which is from 7th to 7th, you can see that it has a bounce rate of 83%, and it currently brung in 489 page views last month. Okay, and that's nothing, like it's peanuts. Okay, so if we take a look at this, you can see the earnings on the site. Actually, you know what? I won't even get into that just yet. Let's have a look. So let's look at the articles. So the main article we can see is this one here, Baby Sleep Miracle Review. Okay, so I think that's ranking about number 6 on Google or something like that. So if we look at this, I actually used myself and my partner and whatever else inside of this site. The ones that I did from my partner, the articles, are ones that I've written, but obviously, you know, used her name as she's a woman. So that is my partner as well. That's a picture of her, and I've given a real in-depth review. Now, what's interesting, one thing that I did different on this actual, you know, website is well, I did do this on my other site as well, but I bought the affiliate product. So a lot of people review things that they haven't purchased. I actually go ahead and purchase the product if it's something that I feel is going to be beneficial to the audience. So I bought this product. We did have a baby, and I thought it was very relevant to maybe make a site about it. Even though, you know, I have to be very selective with the topics that I discuss, because as you know, your money, your life is a big thing that Google are currently honing in on and really drilling down on with, you know, affiliate sites and Bob's blog from down the road in that sense. All right, so anyway, when we go down here, we can see that, you know, I've come in with a very genuine entry saying today I'll be sharing my experience with purchasing blah blah blah, you know, purchasing and testing blah 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 this course by this person. Now, one thing I want you to pay attention to is the anchor text on here. I don't have these big massive links. It's just a nice little one there just to give people, and then there's no links throughout the whole thing. Now, what I did have before was like a button here and a button here and so on and so forth, and I wasn't making any sales. But now I've got one here only, and then you come down, I've got like another one here, and that's not one, that's just an outbound link. And then there's no links until all the way at the end. Look, there's one, I don't think that's a affiliate link. This one's an affiliate link. And then I've just got this. That's the only button I've got throughout the whole thing. Okay, now I just want to really break this down because I put so much effort into this article. And what I did with this article is I wrote it and then I kept improving it, like again and again and again. You can see, look, last updated on the 2nd of October. Now, one of the other things that I would like to discuss about this site is the theme that I'm using. I'm using the theme called Genesis. This is a very good theme. You know, very basic, very simple, but very fast. It's a good theme for, you know, websites. Not so much for an affiliate site because it's a bit expensive. I think it's about $100, $80, something like that, maybe 50. But you know, I wouldn't recommend it for a beginner because it's not an easy theme to use. You need to know a bit of code and whatever else. Alright, so you can see, like, I go in and pay attention to the entry and the way I come in with this. So I explain who I am and what we're going to be discussing today. I really wanted to write this post after testing, blah, blah, blah. We both figured out that by giving it in full in-depth review, you'll be able to then make a clear decision. So what you need to also always preach when you're selling something is that you're not helping them to buy, or you're not recommending something that they buy. You're kind of giving them a way of making an easy decision. Okay, so they're already interested in something if they're already searching for the review on it. They already know what it is, and understanding that they're in that mindset or where they are currently in the buying process is vital to you selling the product to them. Okay, all right, and as an affiliate, you're not really selling it, you're just referring them over to it. Alright, so you can see I wanted to touch on some pain points. One of the biggest things is that, you know, mums suffer from lack of sleep, and especially if the baby's not sleeping, this is one of the biggest areas that a lot of mums can relate to, and dads as well. So you can see, you know, if it were up to me, I would name the product a little more clearly. So I give all the negatives as well, you know, like Miracle PDF, because I say, look, I mean, the negative things I put in red boxes. So I said, like, I give it a few like negative feedbacks and things like that. The things that I didn't think was good, I put in. This kind of thing, like the table of contents, you can't get it unless you buy it. See, so no one else can give this legitimately because I'm the only one who's bought it. So all the other people who are recommending this product, don't have this kind of information. So this is how you can separate yourself from the competition. Also, I've got this inside information, like the 3 bonus packs that you get, and obviously I've got the images again because I bought it, as I bought the product and the upsell as well. Then, you know, who's behind it. I give a little bit about the person behind the product, you know, how I came across the product. So I give how I came across it. So you always want to follow this same structure when you're doing a big in-depth review of a ClickBank product. Okay, then you go in depth. So we're going to get detailed now. So now I go in, like, I take them through. This is the sales page. Like, most people wouldn't even think to include this inside of the article. I include the sales page and say the video looks cheesy. One thing you would know when you look at ClickBank products is they look cheesy. They look crap. Like, it looks like some outdated thing from years ago. And I used to think the same thing. And what it is, they are. But what you need to realize as well is that they've been brutally tested and they convert, and that's why they're there. So what I tend to do now is I'll just give an honest opinion of what I think of it. I'll be like, the sales page looks like crap, but you know what I care about is the product and whether it does what it says on the tin. So you need to explain that to the reader as well, so they can resonate with it and be like, yeah, that page does look crap, but they told me so. You know, so they're kind of expecting it. Now, one of the other things is, you know, when this is for ClickBank products as well, by the way. One page that was, quite frankly, looked robotic like. This is what I wrote everything word for word, because it sounded very like, had a robot voice and all of this, and I thought this is not genuine for a baby product and whatever else. Then we've got, you know, I give like a screenshot of the sales page, and then I give things that looked presentable. You know, definitely that's the reason why I purchased. There's a few actionable tips on the page. That usual common fluff that seems to be swimming around online. Look, I gave a genuine thing. Then I give the pros and the cons. You always want to make the pros outweigh the cons. You can see, actually, I've got a link here, the 3 bonuses, and then I've got a link there where they can buy it. Oh, look, I've got a link here. So I have got a few links, but they're very subtle. So I didn't even catch it again. Then a nice evened out, like, you know, this is just Gutenberg using the colored sections. And I've got a few quotation, you know, quotes. And this is a quote from the actual, you know, book itself. So I'm sharing like a section of the book. No one else can do that because they haven't bought the product. Okay, and then a few things that others had to say. These are testimonials from ClickBank. You can see other mums that are giving the same thing. And then also, what works well is when you leave a link near an image or a video. I don't know what it is, but people just love links near videos and images. If they can watch something or look at something and then click a link, that it works well. I've found that on my affiliate sites. Now we've got, is Baby Sleep Miracle a good option for you? You know, and then I say who it's good for and who it's not good for, blah blah blah. Do I stand behind it? Then I say yes, and then my final thoughts. Then I give this little review box. And this is the page that's bringing in all the traffic. It's ranking about number 6. It's converting like crazy. And I'll give you the earnings of how much this one page has brought in. So you can see it's currently brought in $214.96. And over the last month, or in this month alone, sorry, we're only like how many days? 7 days into the month. You can see it's bringing one sale there, one there, one there, and one there. So you can see it's bringing in all these sales. Last month, it brought in a few sales that you can see 10, 10, 10. That's October. All of those sales last month, about 6 sales or whatever, and then it brought one in August. And as this article's ranking, it's bringing in more and more people. And you can see, like, it's crazy. It's only got 6 pages, $214, and it's just a well-written article. I have not sent any backlinks to this. One thing I have done is social shares. So there's a website that I use. It's called redsocial.net. So redsocial.net. You can go and buy social shares there, and what that is essentially you'll get where you can buy shares on social media. That's all it is. So it will basically share your article onto social media, and it looks as if you've had this influx of people that your content's gone viral and it's getting shared everywhere. You know, and this doesn't really dramatically improve your rankings, but sometimes it can make a difference. So you can test it out. It's not highly recommended. It is a kind of grey hat tactic, if you want to put it that way, but it's not anything that's going to harm your site. It's only social shares. You can see the prices are like, you know, I wouldn't use the Facebook stuff and all of that. All I would use is social signals. That's all you want to use, and just buy, like, you know, whatever the price plan is, $12, and you get one URL, and you get like how many of them? like 300 signals or whatever. You don't get all of them, you might get a few, whatever. Or you can do these drip feed ones for a bit more money, so on and so forth. All right, so that's it, literally. You can go read this website, go check it out. There's plenty of other articles on the site, as you can see from my other 5. These ones are not even ranking so well, but they are good. The reason why this is definitely not ranking is because you see I've done all these boxes on here. I made it all look nice. You know, I put a lot of effort into this. I'm not really feeling this. This needs a lot of improvement. These are affiliate links to Amazon again. You know, this site I was trying to make it a bit more official looking, but it still needs work. Things like this, too colourful, too much. It looks like a bag of Skittles. You know, it needs to be a bit more simple, especially when you're doing like sensitive, you know, important information. Like, you know, you don't want all these colors. Like, it's really important. It's a baby site, you know. So, but yeah, that's it. I've got pictures of my own son on this site as well. Like, I just made it genuine. You know, 1 or 2. I've got buttons. I'd get rid of these buttons in text when people are not here to buy something. You know, like, I'd say just recommend through text links. But I hope you're able to get some information from this site. So far, I have not sent any backlinks to it. I've just written these 6 articles and done some social shares. That's it. And it's ranking for that keyword. The keywords on these ones are not ranking that well because they're hard keywords. I never really done the research in the right way, looking back on what I did wrong. And yeah, I'll improve that over time. I'll add more articles that are more, you know, easier for me to go for.
So I wanted to show you just some of the updated earnings, because on the last video, I believe on the clip that you just watched, I showed you up until like the 5th of November. All right, so let's take a look since then. So if we obviously take it from the 1st of November to the 27th of December, we'll look at the earnings for that site. Okay, so we can see here that the net sales amount is $345.20, and with a gross amount of sales of $407.63. okay, so yeah, it's crazy. You know, this site it's converting like crazy. The review's doing pretty well, because you can see there's only 77 hops, which means how many people clicked through to the product, the sales page, and the conversion rate is quite high. Okay, and that's because I'm preparing them in the right way from the beginning on the website. Now, one of the other things that I don't think I went through in the clip that you watched throughout this video is the fact that the site is using a basic theme. It's a paid theme, but it's called Genesis. It's basic. It's because it's clean. It doesn't have a lot of Java loading on it and whatever else. So I'm not no expert in code or anything like that, but I do know that it's a theme that is very basic, but it's not for beginners, because you know, in order to do anything, you need to be able to code. All right, so like, or be able to at least analyze basic code and copy and paste and whatever else. Now, I don't know that by any means, but I use my common sense and I just kind of figure things out a majority of the time. All right, so if you basically want to build a site like this or anything like that, you know, one of the ways that you can go about this is by looking at the review, using the template of it, break it down and understand exactly how I'm going about it, because you can see how I'm introducing myself in the article. I've written this as my partner's name, which is, her name Sadie, so I've used her name throughout the article just so it's a lot more hitting home with you know, most of the potential customers of the product, because the majority of people who come into that site are going to be women. Okay, so a young woman usually obviously is going to be the one who's going to buy that kind of product. Reason being is because it's either going to be an older person who's having a baby for the first time, or a younger woman who again is having a baby for the first time, because obviously after having a baby once or twice, you're going to become more experienced and be able to deal with those kind of problems. So the way you can even improve the sales on an article like that, because it's not just about, right now it's ranking for the review keyword. Sorry, my camera just ran out of memory because everyone's been using it for just the baby's birthday and whatever else. But anyway, so in regards to what you would want to do with an article like that is you would want to go and build other articles that are around easy to rank keywords that are around specific problems related to how the product could provide a solution. So for example, on an article like that, people are having a problem with the baby sleeping at night. So you could go and rank for other keywords that are to do with, you know, babies having problems sleeping at night, and then recommend the review as a potential solution throughout those articles. So you're essentially funneling people through from other articles through to that article to increase your sales. And that's how I go about building any kind of niche website when I'm doing it around ClickBank with SEO. All right, now I know this video is a little bit long, but it's not long enough for some of you because we could really hone in and go in depth on this topic. But that's why it's important for you to subscribe, because I'm going to be doing more videos like this over the coming months, you know, years and whatever else. I'm not going anywhere, and I'm going to constantly be improving and, you know, sharing everything that I'm learning along the way with all of you who are watching this video. All right, so make sure you like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to be pushing out 2 to 3 videos a week. Trust me, we're going like a steam train ahead at this 2020 year. I'm going to do an update video on some goals and, you know, what I plan for 2020, and we'll see if I hit those targets over the coming year. But you've got to be with me on this journey, and if you are new and you've just joined the team and the family, then welcome to the channel, welcome to the family, and I'll be catching up with you all very soon. And again, guys, if you want to get in touch with me, don't hesitate. You know, I'll leave my links below to my social media. Get at me on Facebook, it's just under Leon Angus, and I'll get back to you, you know, or send me an email, something like that. But Instagram DMs, kind of avoid that because I don't really read DMs too much anyway. I don't get into those too often.